We all remember the movie Field of Dreams. Build it and they will come. Well, it's working up in Stillwater these days, where OSU's McKnight Center for the Performing Arts is beginning to attract wonderful artists from all over the world, including Wednesday night. And ONR's Rory Taylor was there.
3 hours before the curtain rises for their evening's performance, guest artist Joshua Bell is rehearsing with the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields inside the McKnight Center for the Performing Arts, which opened in October 2019.
Well, of course, I go back to where it was just a little fledgling thought in our head. As it's matured and grown and developed, and then people like Ross McKnight and Billy McKnight bought into it and began this effort.
The McKnights donated $25 million to create an endowment for the $72 million facility, which relied heavily on private contributions from patrons like Carolyn Gang and her husband Ed.
Well, we've always been big supporters of the arts, and we just felt like this was going to be a major game changer for Stillwater, and we wanted to be on the cutting edge.
I think that it was exciting for the community to see this structure start to come out of the ground. I came on board early enough that I was here just as ground was being broken on the facility and able to take a consistent message out to the community about what we believe the impact of the McKnight Center would be.
Mark Blakeman is the executive director of the McKnight Performing Arts Center.
The McKnight Center is, first I'll say, what I call a purpose-built facility. So the fact that it is a performing arts center that was designed to create the optimum environment for listening to music. There's a lot of engineering that's gone into this really complex facility.
The center seats 1,098 people in its Opera House Performance Hall.
At the end of the day, we not only have a state-of-the-art hall with state-of-the-art acoustics. There's no amplification in there. I mean, this is all basically thanks to the acoustics and the architect, and then put some of the finest performers in the world in it. It's just an incredible explosion of senses.
On this night, the music of Mozart filled the hall under the guidance of Grammy-winning violinist Joshua Bell, the music director for the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields Orchestra.
New York Philharmonic came and they opened up the hall, and I thought, wow, in Stillwater, that's pretty cool that they brought in an orchestra like that. I'm on tour with my orchestra, the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. We're on a 16-city tour, but this is the only place where we're staying for 2 concerts. On this particular program, doing Brahms Symphony and Paganini Violin Concerto, which is one of the most difficult violin pieces that I actually hadn't done since I was 16 years old. So I was too afraid to go back to play it. It's so technically difficult, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I hope the audiences here are as nice as the concert hall, and I'm sure they will be.
There are 2 other performance settings at the Arts Center: a recital hall for students and professors on the east side, and an outdoor plaza on the west side.
Our outdoor plaza space is equipped with a 32-foot LED wall where we can simulcast performances that are happening inside the McKnight Center to an audience out here in the green space. And each one of these towers that run along the plaza have speakers in them, so the entire plaza area is in surround sound.
And all of this available not only to visiting artists, but the students in OSU's Greenwood School of Music.
Probably the biggest impact, when it's all said and done, is on our students who get to work with all these wonderful performers, because everybody that comes through here does master classes with our students. The orchestra, choral, the marching band, whatever it might be. They all get to work with musicians in the New York Philharmonic or St. Martin's in the Field, and or Kelly O'Hara and the Preservation Hall Jazz Band. I mean, you name it. And you just don't get that chance in this part of the world.
Rory Taylor, The Oklahoma News Report.
Coming up next Thursday night, March 5th, an adaptation of the film An American in Paris. However, it's already sold out, but there is a Buddy Holly tribute concert coming up in April.